The story takes place in the Persian Empire, around the 5th century BC, during the reign of King Ahasuerus, also known as Xerxes Archos. Who was Esther? Esther was a young Jewish woman, an orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. Her Hebrew name was Hadassah, but she was called Esther in Persia, a name of Persian origin that means star. Archoernon. Esther's rise to the throne. King Ahasuerus held a great banquet, and in a moment of drunkenness, ordered his queen, Vashti, to appear before the guests to show off her beauty. Vashti refused, and the king removed her from her position. After that, he ordered that the most beautiful young women of the empire be brought so he could choose a new queen. Esther was taken to the palace, and even though she was Jewish, she gained favor with everyone, including the king. She was chosen to be Queen of Persia, but she did not reveal her Jewish identity, following Mordecai's advice. The threat against the Jews. A powerful man in the empire named Haman hated Mordecai because he refused to bow to him. Out of anger, Haman convinced the king to issue a decree for the extermination of all Jews in the empire, not knowing that Queen Esther herself was Jewish. Mordecai urged Esther to go before the king and plead for her people, even though it was dangerous when anyone who approached the king without being summoned could be put to death. Esther chose to act, saying the famous words, "Troyan, if I perish, I perish." Esther 4:16. Neroninon. Esther's courage. Esther fasted for 3 days and then went to the king. He extended his scepter to her, a sign of acceptance, and Esther invited him to a banquet. At a second banquet, she revealed that she was Jewish and that Haman had plotted to destroy her people. The king was furious and ordered that Haman be executed, Phurni, on the gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. The salvation of the Jewish people. With Esther and Mordecai's help, the king reversed Haman's decree and allowed the Jews to defend themselves. They were victorious and celebrated their salvation with a festival that became the Feast of Purim, still celebrated by Jews today. Lessons from Esther's story: courage and faith in times of crisis, the power of acting at the right moment. God can use anyone, even in unlikely situations, to fulfill his purposes.